child predators. They always come back. They get exposed. They go, oh, boo-hoo, I was exposed. They delete everything for a few days. Then they come back, and they act like they've changed when they're just a disgusting person. When is this gonna end? Remember last year? So many people got exposed for being pedophiles. And now, it's Kodo, someone I looked up to, someone I thought was my friend, was grooming a child this whole time and I never knew. It's hard to trust people, because they can just be bad people and you wouldn't know it. And I feel sorry for the victim. They think that it's not a big deal because since they're 13, they think, oh, I'm super mature now, so that means I can deal with anything on my own. And oh, everything's not a big deal when they were groomed. Something that's illegal to do to a minor. And you can say, oh, she owned up to her mistakes. She didn't. She's just like all the others. They say that they're going to get better, and then they're not. Then they're going to leave again, and then they're going to come back in a few years and act like nothing happened. When is it going to end? This isn't fair. This isn't fair at all. So many kids have to go through being... Well, it's kind of hard to explain into words, but so many people have to go through being taken advantage of when they were younger because they didn't know any better. And because so many websites are so accessible nowadays for little kids. You can just lie about your age or whatever. That's not good. That's not good. You shouldn't do that. But they do it anyway. And then stuff like this happens. They meet up with one of their creators, or well, one of their favorite people on YouTube or whatever. And they think, oh, they're such a nice person. But then they start hitting on them. And it just goes downhill from there. I'm sorry. Just the fact that she is back, this disgusting person who did a heinous crime, and the fact that the victim doesn't care, their parents don't care, probably because the victim didn't explain all of what happened. It's just so sad. It's disappointing to see someone you looked up to being exposed for what they are. It's so sad to see. It's disgusting. When is this gonna stop? People will say, "Oh, she made up to her mistake." She didn't. She didn't at all. It's already okay. So, how are we gonna help the victims? Or what should the victims do in the first place? As soon as their person that they look up to is hitting on them, block them. You shouldn't try to hit on them back, especially if you're underaged, because you don't know what they might be. They might look like a nice person from the screen, but guess what? Everyone has a persona on the internet. No one is actually how they are on the internet in real life. Some people may be mean on the internet, but are actually nice in real life. Some people may be nice in the internet, but they're actually mean in real life. You don't know that. You don't know them in real life. That's why you shouldn't, just immediately date someone just because you saw them on YouTube and you're like, oh, they must be a nice person because they are in their videos. No, that's not how it works. And trust me, you're taking this from someone that's never dated before. It's just common knowledge, but people are so blinded by the fact, oh, it's one of my favorite creators. That means I have to date them. No, you don't. That's not fair to you. So what happens if one of your favorite creators tries to date you when you are underage and you have told them? Well, first of all, you should block them. Or screenshot and then block them. So that way people can know what kind of person they are. Then you should tell an adult, someone you trust. Like your teacher, a school counselor. One of your friends, maybe, even. your parents, a police officer if you really need to, just anyone that you trust. You shouldn't just let them take advantage of you like that. So, what about after that? You should try to show the world what they are. A bad person. What they've said to you. And I know you're probably going to get backlash for it because, I mean, some people have diehard fans for no reason. They obviously don't deserve it, and they've been exposed. But the fans, they're just like, oh, I don't care. I like their videos. That means they're a good person. Because they're so blinded by things now. So, yeah. So after you expose them, you're gonna get hate. No matter what you do, you're gonna get hate on the internet. So you should just try to block the people that hate you because you exposed the wrong person. And you gotta say it first before the bad person does. You know what? You want to know why? The bad person can, if they say it first, then they can change the story. They can change how the story goes. Let's say you said, "Oh, I'm certain age, that's not 18. Oh, I don't care." But if the bad person comes out first, they can say, "Oh, they never told me their age." And then they can twist the story to make you look like the bad person. If you really need someone to talk to, I'm going to make a Discord server for victims of stuff like that. Just somewhere so that way they can talk. Because if you're a victim, the first thing you should do is expose the person or tell an adult, someone you trust. Excuse me, there was a loud car. And this is complete improv, but if you or one of your family members has been a victim of something similar to that, you should, well, if you want someone to talk to about it, other than someone in real life, then you could join the Discord server. It's not like an obligation, and it's just for people that have been victimized from it. I mean, I guess you can join if you haven't been victimized. Just try to help out the people. Because what they've been through is so horrible and disgusting. And the people that the people that have done those horrible things, they should be exposed for who they are, but they're probably not going to care. They're just going to come back and say that they're better. And it's so sad, but there's nothing else you can do except try to help the victim. Hopefully one day, police could get involved in more situations like this. Because, trust me, this happens a lot to a bunch of people. And it's not fair. And it has to end eventually. Alright, I'll see you. And I'm sorry for this video. I wouldn't call it a drama video specifically, but you just gotta know to be safe on the internet. Because bad people do bad things. Alright, bye. Remember, I love you guys. Alright, see ya.